it's me again, Agbaji Onome from Nebo TV. Welcome to another show on this channel. And today we'll be talking about the United States of America presidency. Joe Biden has been sworn in as the 46th president of the United States of America by Chief Justice John Roberts on Wednesday, January 20th, 2021. Biden says his most crucial job is to secure the future of America with everyone's contribution. Joe Biden says he hopes to unite America moments after he was sworn in as the 46th president of the United States. Finally, the awaited inauguration of Joe Biden has come. Despite the power struggle, democracy still stands. In his inaugural speech, Biden described his victory as a victory for democracy, a reference to the numerous attempts by Donald Trump to overturn the results of the election, attempts that were blamed for the invasion of the U.S. Capitol on January 6. He further stressed that everyone must rally together to combat extremist lawlessness, violence, disease, joblessness, and hopelessness, and heal from the anger, resentment, and hatred that has plagued the nation. Biden cautioned that America may be entering its darkest and deadliest period of the COVID-19 pandemic, making it important for the nation to pull together. According to him, we can overcome the deadly virus, we can rebuild work, we can rebuild the middle class and make work secure, we can secure racial justice, and we can make America once again the leading force for good in the world. He also assured American allies that the nation has rebounded from its political crisis and will once again rebuild its bridges with the world, a nod against Trump's America First stance. We all know how Donald Trump was insisting that the election be cancelled as he feels there was electoral fraud during the election. Despite all his supporters did at the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. on January 6, while lawmakers were certifying the result of the November 2020 election in Biden's favor, which was greatly criticized by world leaders, democracy still holds its power as Joe Biden, with his vice Kamala Harris, starts their tenure as president and vice president of the United States of America. Big congratulations to Joe Biden and his vice Kamala Harris. Now as it is, America has recovered their glory and nations can continue to look up to America for upholding democracy. Just as Joe Biden gave his inauguration speech, the outgoing President Donald Trump made a final address as president at Joint Base Andrews just a moment before Joe Biden is set to be sworn in as America's 46th president. Donald Trump says serving as U.S. president has been the greatest honor of his life, but kept hint of a possible future run for second term alive in his final speech on Wednesday, January 20th, 2020. In his Wednesday address, Trump was boastful of his administration's achievements, including tax cuts, job creation, and the economy. He also took credit for the rapid development of vaccines to tackle COVID-19 pandemic that crippled the world in 2020. Trump said he has set such a wonderful foundation for the incoming administration to do something really spectacular. Donald Trump further praised his family's contribution to his administration's success and appreciated the support of his followers over the past 4 years that he described as the greatest honor of his life. Well, in one or two ways, we cannot deny the fact that the 4 years of Donald Trump's rule might have been impactful. But when the people wish for a change, we cannot deny them of the right as well. And that was what happened. Americans sought for a new leadership, a change of leadership, and that they got. But unfortunately, despite his sweet-coated speech, Donald Trump leaves office a week after he made history as the first U.S. president to be impeached twice. He was first impeached by the House of Representatives in December 2019 on charges of abuse of power and obstruction of Congress, but was acquitted by the Republican-controlled Senate in February 2020. He was again impeached just a week before he leaves office by the House for incitement of insurrection for his role in the violent invasion of the US Capitol 2 weeks ago. It has really been a tough time with Americans, but at the end, it ended with praise. Congratulations to Joe Biden and his vice Kamala Harris once again. And so we're going to wrap up here on Nepo TV to come back with more news on what is happening in Nigeria, in Africa, and in the world at large. My name remains Agbaje Onome. Please don't forget to click on the subscription button if you're yet to do so, and don't forget to follow us on our Facebook page at Nebo Tele. Stay safe. God bless you, and God bless Nigeria. Hello, it's me again, Agbaje Onome from Nebo TV. I hope we are all good and we are all staying safe. Alright, today on Nebo TV, we're going to talk about news in Nigeria. The leader of Arewa Youth Consultative Forum, Yerima Shettima, has stressed the need for equity and justice in the polity and makes a case of devolution of powers. In an interview when he was asked what his take was regarding some people's fear that another conflict may erupt because of the situation of things in the country 51 years after the Civil War, he said if Nigeria should fall back in the same experience of 51 years ago, the country may not survive it again. But for that to happen, we must embrace two things. We must apply equity and we must ensure justice for all. That is the only way to avert another conflict. Well, that's just so true. But the question is, how do we avert injustice? How do we avert injustice when our leaders are so soaked in corruption? Well, according to Yerima Shettima, first is that the Southeast geographical zone must be determined and more focused. According to him, he believed the Southeast has very credible people amongst them, but they allow Nnamdi Kanu to be their mouthpiece, and the Southeast people do not in any way caution him. Yerima said Nnamdi Kanu did not make any impact. What he formed was a militant group, and he didn't have the right to do so because he is the leader of a group that has been constitutionally prescribed. Well, yes, this is another fact, because the group called the IPOB, the Indigenous People of Biafra, they are actually causing mayhem in the society, even causing more confusion. Their moves are actually not impacting the country as to what is the way forward. And talking about insecurity issues in the country, when Yerima was asked what he thinks of the current situation, the current security situation of the country under the President Muhammadu Buhari's regime, he said, well, we all as Nigerians must understand that the security of the country is a collective business. And if we take security as our collective business, then it means the government has to be open. People have to come together and discuss so that we can build capacity and synergy with the leaders of the communities. Those in charge of security architecture and the government at large must also come together. Oh, this is another point. Well, in one of my during one of my live shows on Nebo TV with Honorable Daniel Wadia, a youth parliamentarian, about the role of Nigerian youth in security, he did make mention of community policing. He said one thing, one key note that I really picked. He said, we lack proper foundation, and organizing community policing is one of the key way in tackling insecurity in the country. So I want to know your take. What's your take about insecurity in Nigeria currently? Please drop your comment on the comment section. And moving forward, Yerima Shettima talked about Bishop Kuka's statement where he said there would have been an uprising if a non-northern president or a non-Muslim president had done what President Muhammadu Buhari is doing. Well, according to Yerima, he said it is quite unfair for him to say that. He said non-Muslims have toppled government in Nigeria more than the Muslim did. And he further said that statement does not actually bring about unity in the country. He said we are looking for how to bring us together and not what will divide us. Well, sincerely, how do we see the statement made by Kuka when he said that if it were to be a non-Northerner or a non-Muslim in the position of President Muhammadu Buhari, there would have been an uprising in the country? I want to know your take. Just drop your comment on the comment section. Let's do this together. We need to raise our voice to restructure the country. Well, Yerima Shetima further advised that for Nigeria to move forward, we have to look at issues critically and address them the way they are, and also agree that we have challenges. Exactly. One thing is for us to admit that we have a problem. We need to agree that we are facing challenges because just last year, 2020, December 2020, the presidential aide to Buhari said that Buhari is tackling issues of insecurity and all of these and these, which most people see as false because the issue of insecurity is increasing day by day. We have many cases being reported, many kidnap cases, many death cases, and here and there. So it's actually false for him to say that the issue of insecurity is being tackled. So the first thing is for us to admit that we have challenges, we have problems, and once we agree on that, all of us must come together to address the issue so that we can fix Nigeria once and for all. Well, I think that's an interesting one from the leader of RY Youth Consultative, the person of Yerima Shetima. And so we'll see you next time on Nebo TV as we wrap up on this note. Please don't forget to follow us on our Facebook page at Nebo Telly, and don't forget to follow me on my Instagram page at Agbaje Onome. Stay safe, God bless you, and God bless Nigeria.